Hi, Roman. Thank you so much for having me. Crazy times at the moment. Corona is omnipresent. We are actually standing here in an empty office because most of your employees are working remotely. How does this situation make you feel?
Absolutely crazy. At the first time, actually also very fearing.
Yeah.
But we were super lucky and super fortunate because all our employees are now in home office. They are all home office ready. They have perfect equipment. And so sometimes, honestly speaking, I even have the feeling that it's even easier to work like this. So just to give you one example, at least for me, it's actually fantastic because I used to travel 5 to 7 times around the world. Last week, I had a workshop with the Philippines, 7 o'clock in the morning strategy, 8 o'clock design to 9. From 9 to 11, we went into virtual rooms where we shared the work, where we fine-tuned, optimized it. At the same evening, I had a workshop in New York, also with New York, not in New York. And of course, that's incredible. And I can be with the family every day, every evening, and I love that.
Thank you, digitalization. It's great that it got that boost. With all of that work that you do around the globe, you get lots of insights and perspectives. What do you think, what are specifically the most important aspects that COVID-19 is actually driving for the FMCG industry and for brand design?
Super, it's a very, very good question. Actually, already since more than 20 years, we take a look at the mega trends, how they're impacting the world and brand and design and all these things. But obviously in COVID-19 times, the impact on the trends are tremendous. It's really tremendous. So some are literally imploding, are losing total relevance, and others are flying sky high and are really given a new view and perspective on brand and design. So just to give you one example, digitalization. I mean, today everybody tries to avoid to go into a store, but of course for shopping we have to go into a store. So a lot of pre-selection is actually happening online. Online, how do you create now an impulse? On this we have been strongly working, and we call this non-verbal key visual. So something that you see visually, you immediately understand what it stands for, and it creates an impulse. And ideally, it's unique, it's ownable, and it belongs to the brand. And by the way, the same non-verbal key visual is also perfectly working in the shop environment. Because as a shopper, we can only digest 3 information as the max. And the logo and a food shot is already 2. So it's actually fitting for both needs.
Perfect.
The second perspective is actually the consumer drivers of the generation Y and Z. And there are actually 31 global drivers. Most of them are irrelevant. Only 3 are relevant for 80% of the sales in COVID times. And one of those 3 is actually dream of adventure. So of course the people like to travel and see the world. Unfortunately, maybe we can't do this for quite a long time. So if you can do this with a product or through a product, of course it's super exciting. And
you brought one.
Of course. Maybe just one example on these 2 perspectives. So this V is of course super simple. If you take this out from the pack into the digital environment, it's a clear non-verbal key visual. It says vegan. It is square, so it also says Ritter, the brand. It opens the world into a dream of adventure world. So it's quite nice. And luckily this brand is strongly growing with these new designs.
I could listen for hours to your stories. But if there's one big thing that you can shout out there for everyone to hear, what agenda would that be?
Good question. Maybe I put it that way. In our view, or in my view, this is the biggest earthquake of mankind. As literally 8 billion people around the world, or more than 8 billion people around the world, are heavily impacted by COVID-19. And so what we actually can do and what we see is for an FMCG brand, this is actually also the vice versa, the biggest opportunity. Because some are going up, some are going down. And now it's really the time to act and prepare yourself for this new reality, this new normal. Because psychologists say if something like this is around for half a year, you actually change your behavior. If something like this is here for 1 year, you definitely change your behavior. So it will have a huge impact. So this new normal, what we share, for example, with you now, in this Trends in Design presentation, will actually become the reality. So it's super important to understand what we should do. In our humble
and to
view.
act.
exactly, to act. Exactly.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much, Roman, for
Thank
giving
you.
me
No,
time.
great time.
Stay healthy.
You too.
And see you soon.
Super. Thank you very much. Good
Thank
to see
you.
you.